Hey guys, welcome back to my Lady Boss YouTube channel. So I am so stoked to talk about this one topic, and it's all about how to be successful in life. Because to be honest, just thinking back on it, just like the last couple weeks or maybe like the last month or so, I've just been put in or just been around a lot of circumstances or situations where I just realized that a lot of people don't do their fullest potential to become a success in their own lives. And that is why I really wanted to shed some light, give some tips on this one topic, because I think it is so important for people to harness their true potential and really just make sure that they become their own success. And that is why I am so stoked, because I just really wish everybody, to do their best, to try their best, and just work freaking hard to get to what you want to be or become in the future. So without further ado, before we do get started, please feel free to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do post videos every Thursday, and I will link my Instagram handle down below as well too, so you can follow me on social media. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into how to become successful in life. My tip number one is to show up. I am so serious about this. Literally, if you want to become a great success, if you want to achieve a lot in your life, literally show up, work super hard, and gain that consistency so you can obviously get these results. Everyone who has been successful or is becoming successful has worked super hard. They don't just, go to work from 9 to 5. They work after that too to become something so much greater. And to be honest, I get it that most of us do work our 9 to 5 jobs, but honestly, in those types of positions, if you show up and you know that you can prove that you have so much to offer, that you exceed the level of what's actually expected of you, you can get promoted a lot quicker. You can get raises a lot quicker. You can move up on that ladder, even if you do a 9 to 5 job and you're not an entrepreneur or whatever it is, So there's so much you can do to become your own success down the line, and it just takes the grind, the hard work, but it'll pay off in the end. And I get it that we don't always have great days. We can't always be consistent, but honestly, suck it up. Suck it up. Get to a point where you just can go ahead and just move on and just be like, I can do this, I got this. Because if you keep that mentality in your head and you're able to just kind of fuel and push yourself, you will be limitless. The sky is the limit. You can go so far in life. So that's why I do really, really highly recommend for people to show up in everything that you do. My tip number 2 is to stop making those excuses. So the biggest pet peeve of mine, to be honest, is when I always hear people make excuses of why they cannot be a success. To me, I can't get it. I don't get that concept, and I don't think I ever will. I am definitely not wired that way. But to be honest, if you're going to be out there complaining about why you can't be a success because of your parents, or because you were bullied, or because you tried and you failed multiple times, or that you're in a current circumstance right now that just doesn't allow you to be successful, no, you need to get that out of your head. None of that is ever true. You can literally learn how to work around it. You can try to make it so you can do something to be able to make it where you can become something successful or to achieve something. You can always alter what you want. You can take certain different types of actions. There's so much you can do. But a lot of people, I swear, they just rely on their excuses. And I know sometimes that it's easy just to, pity party for yourself, pity me this, pity me that. So I get it that it's usually the easier route to go, but it's not going to get you anywhere in life. So everybody should understand that if you ever want to be successful and be happy and live a really fruitful life, get rid of those excuses. It's in your subconscious, and just do your hardest to just try to wipe those things out. Because like I said, everybody at one point in time has probably done this. I've even done this myself too, where I made certain excuses. And you just have to put your foot down. You have to make that decision, and you have to tell yourself okay, my certain current circumstances and situations are not going to be my excuses of why I can't achieve this in life, why I can't be successful in life, why I can't accomplish this in life. So like I said, get rid of those excuses, because it will benefit you so much more in the long run if you do get rid of them. My tip number 3 is to light a fire within you. So a lot of times people get broken down, or they get told that they can't do something, or they just feel like they're kind of a failure in life when they try to achieve their goals, become, really successful in their job, or just trying to just make a breakthrough in their lives. And to be honest, if people are going to be out there and telling you that you can't do something, you need to go ahead and put your foot down. You need to go ahead and stand up and just be like, hey, I can do this, and you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to prove it to myself that I can do it, and I'm not going to let anybody else tell me that I can't do something. And another situation too that I've heard a lot is that a lot of times people kind of compare themselves to one another, and so if someone does something better than you, a lot of people get intimidated, or they like shut down and they kind of like crawl into their little hole, and then they're just like, you know what, I'm not good enough, I can't do this. You can literally take that and turn it into something positive. If someone is better than you at something, literally all you have to do is be like, okay, how can I learn to do what you just did so I can become a better version of that, or to succeed to that level as well too. So anytime anyone is better than you, like, don't ever get intimidated. Take that as something that you can change it into a positive outcome of it. And that is why I'm telling you that you need to go ahead and find the things that will light that fire underneath you to be able to push and motivate you, because there's so many things that can hit you and hurt you negatively, but you just can't let those things affect you or come in your way of your own success. My tip number 4 is to learn how to be a problem solver. So this one can really relate to any aspects of life, whether it's just, your daily activities, whether it's based on your career. I kind of think this is one, especially in my personal experience, I've actually dealt with this more in my career versus in my everyday life. But, I feel like it can be in all aspects of life. So pretty much if there's certain things that are blocking you from achieving something, if there's something that's holding you back, or if there's something that's actually kind of hindering you, so it doesn't always have to be negative, but if it's stopping you from doing something and moving forward, you need to learn how to find the solutions to those problems. So a lot of times what I do see is that when a problem or something like a situation occurs, people just kind of sit back and they're like, oh, I can't figure it out. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, I'm stuck, or, oh, I'll deal with this later, So it's like, a lot of times people aren't proactive in taking those steps to be able to problem solve, and that's one thing that I feel like is so crucial, is to be able to like give your own opinions, formulate your own opinions, to be honest, and just being able to give some type of insight, and just know that you can always work around something, or you can always get through something. But honestly, if there is a will, there is a way. And so whatever it is, learn how to gain those skill sets, because being a problem solver isn't something that everybody is, wired with. Not everybody is good at it. Not everybody just like knows how to do it either. It's a learning process. It's a learning curve. And the fact that like if you can get to that point where you can be a great problem solver in a lot of situations, it will carry you so far throughout your entire life. Trust me, like my career and being in real estate has taught me a lot, and that's why I think this one is actually a really crucial point, and that's why I'm bringing it up in one of my tips to just shed light, because I have learned how to problem solve through so many situations. I can't even count from the last like 5 years that I've been in real estate, but it has just rounded me and shaped me into being like someone who can just be invincible pretty much, and that any problem comes my way, I can always know that I can get past it, get through it, and figure it out. And to know that you can do that, it's so powerful, and like I said, it will take you a very long way. My last and final tip is to follow your passions. So as we get older and, time starts to kind of fly by a little bit, it's kind of like your time is so valuable that why waste it on things that are just mediocre, that you're not passionate about, that you're not excited about? Like, why invest your time in those things when you can spend all that time doing stuff that you love to do, investing yourself in a career that you love to do, investing yourself in like a really good hobby that you like to do to make you happy or to lead you towards something successful? A lot of times people get trapped in just doing things that are just okay, and they're like, oh, I can do it later. Oh, I have time. But in all reality, if you can harness those things and just sit down right now in your current headspace and just say, hey, am I in that position where I'm just doing the mediocre things? Am I doing things to help me, benefit my future? Am I doing things that are going to line me up and set me up for success? If those are questions that you're asking yourself and you're answering no to them, you need to make a change. You need to grasp a hold of things that you're passionate about and things that excite you, because if you don't do that, there's no way that you can be at that level of success. Like everybody that you know that's successful, like think about it. Like they're probably super happy about their jobs. They're usually like really amped up to talk about it. And the fact is that like they don't actually call it work. They enjoy what they do. But in fact, if you want to be successful and you want to get to that point, or, you know, just start to get closer to achieving it, do things that you're super passionate about, because every single day should be lived out as something that you're excited and very happy to do. All right, so those are my 5 final tips on how to become successful in life. And I just really have taken these into consideration just based off of, you know, kind of the conversations that I've been having lately and the situations and just things that I've been hearing the last like month or so. And that's why it really sparked my interest to really think about the things that have made me feel like I'm successful. And, you know, I still have so much to work towards, but the fact is that like at my age and where I at, and actually where I started, I just feel like I've moved myself into a successful position. And the fact is that like if I can shed light and help other people try to gain their own success, or, you know, work on that journey, that would be so awesome. And I hope that these tips were super helpful for you, because in all reality, we all have the potential to become something greater. And if you can achieve it, and if you can just start working it now, if you've, you know, kind of just hit some certain realization, go ahead and work towards it, because that's all you can do, and just honestly to better yourself. So I hope that you did enjoy it as well too. But other than that, I will go ahead and close this video out, and I will see you in my next week's video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.